Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at G1 Science, specifically topics 1.3 through 1.5, think plants, animals, the real basics.
Exactly. If you're a parent, this is about what your child is learning and maybe more importantly, how they're learning it. We want to break down the teaching methods too.
Okay, let's get into it then. So the curriculum kicks off with something fundamental: classification, sorting things out.
Right. Topic 1.3, it's all about defining living things. And the key takeaway, it's pretty direct. If something's alive, it's either an animal or a plant. Simple as that to start.
Just those two boxes. And how do they get kids to grasp that? It's not just reading it, right?
No, not at all. It's very interactive. The source materials mention things like a living or non-living rapid game. Think quick-fire questions, maybe online sorting tools too, like that word wall link.
Ah, so it's about speed and practice,
Yeah.
making them quickly decide. Animal, plant, animal, plant. Makes sense, like building a mental muscle for it.
Precisely. It turns basic classification into, well, almost a reflex. And then what's interesting is they immediately pivot in topic 1.4
Okay, pivot to what?
to non-living things. But here's the twist. They introduce this really important distinction. The difference between things that were once alive and things that were never alive.
Oh, that's a neat layer. So not just living versus non-living, but a history to the non-living stuff. Can you give some examples they use?
Sure. So for once alive, think about things like wood, maybe a wooden chair or paper, wool, like in a sweater, even bread. Stuff that came from something living.
Got it. Processed biological material.
Exactly. And then contrast that with never alive. Things like water or concrete, a metal spoon. These things were never part of a living plant or animal.
Right, so that phase is really locking in the core vocabulary.
Yeah.
Plant, animal, alive,
Mm.
and now these two types of non-living. Building blocks.
Absolutely. Foundational concepts, foundational words.
So, okay, we've got the big picture sorting down. Living, non-living, what's alive? Where does it go next? Topic 1.5.
Yeah. 1.5 shifts gears. It zooms in from those broad categories right into the specifics of plants, plant structure.
Ah, okay, so what parts are they learning?
The absolute basics, the four core parts: flower, leaves, stem, and roots, identifying and naming them.
And again, I bet it's not just memorizing a diagram. How are they teaching this?
Well, the sources mention these visual games. Imagine a grid with pictures of plant parts. It's numbered. The kid has to quickly identify the part shown.
Like number 3 is roots plus 2 points, that kind of thing.
Exactly like that. Maybe identifying the flower gets more points, you know? It's about quick visual recall, making it active, not passive learning, testing it fast.
That seems really effective for this age, making it a bit of a challenge.
It is. And then connecting it back, the curriculum quickly links this structure knowledge to something practical: edible plants.
Oh, right, like which parts we eat.
Yeah, they explicitly mention that we eat roots, stems, and leaves of certain plants. So it's not just abstract anatomy, it's anatomy linked to the real world, to food.
Okay, so let's recap the flow here. It moves really logically, doesn't it? Broad sorting, living, non-living, then a finer sort, once alive, never alive. And then zoom into the details of one of those living groups, plant parts.
That's the path. It's quite a smart progression. They build the scaffold carefully.
It really seems like it. Using these interactive, almost competitive methods throughout.
Right. Now, something else the source notes mention. It says, some plants have flowers, which implies, obviously, not all do.
Ah, interesting. So even while teaching the 4 basic parts, they're already hinting at diversity. That not every plant fits the exact same model.
Exactly. And that brings up a really interesting point to think about, especially if you're discussing this with your learner.
What's that?
Well, how does introducing this idea of variation so early, the fact that not all plants have flowers, actually help prepare them for understanding, the huge diversity and adaptation in the plant kingdom later on? Does it prevent them from just rigidly memorizing those 4 parts as the only way a plant can be?
That's a great question. How does learning the basic blueprint help, but also acknowledging exceptions right away? Food for thought.
Definitely something to ponder as they move forward.
We encourage you to explore that. Thanks for tuning in to the Deep Dive.